I'm crossing the road, this guy's approached me in broken English saying, I can't tell what he's saying, but he's saying something about a lighter. And I've gone, oh, I don't smoke, sorry. You know, and just tried to scurry off. But the next thing I know, he's grabbed me from behind. Somewhere in the process, it's a bit of a blur because it's just, I have blocked it out. Anyway, another guy's come and they've now dragging me over the road. But because they're dragging me over the road, I'm thinking, oh, they're taking me back to the party. It's a prank, you know, it's a prank. But no, it wasn't a prank. They didn't take me back to the party. They took me in another set of bed sits. They dragged me up the stairs, took me to a room, small room where there was like a bed and a stereo and a wardrobe. And by this point, there's like more guys have come in. 2 of them have held me down, and they've all just took it in turns to do what they've done. I thought, I'm not going to get out of it. I'm just thinking of your ex-boyfriend, not the one I'm going to talk about, but a different one. And I'm just thinking, just think of that. So I'm thinking of that, and I'm like, I'm not going to get out of here alive. Anyway, they've let me get dressed. He's grabbing me by the collar and he's marching me down the stairs. By this point, I'm just wailing, like, sobbing. A guy from the bedsits opened the door, and I thought, shit, if I knew he was here, I would have screamed. But I was in so much shock, because people said after, why didn't you scream? But unless you've been in that situation, you can't judge somebody. He's pushed me out the door. This boy has said, what's going on? And they've gone, nothing, mate. And shooed him in the door. And like so many of them and only one of him. Anyway, they've let me out and I'm just relieved at this point. I'm like, I don't even care. As long as I'm out, I'm out. So as I'm walking home, and I'm just running to my mum's at this point, even though it's further away, but I thought I tried to go to my nan's and it wasn't successful, so I'm going to just go back to my mum's. And then I hear this car just revving up, vroom, vroom, and it's him again, like the main guy. And he's going, get in, just get in. And I'm like, oh my God. So by this time I thought you're going to have to scream. So I'm just screaming, running down the street, screaming and screaming and screaming. Anyway, I've managed to get home and I've just got in the shower. I've just stripped off, got in the shower and just showering myself. But I left my clothes. I didn't wash them or anything. I just left them in the heap on the floor. And I just thought, just go to bed, just forget about it. Anyway, I've seen like my little mum, who was the only person in my life. And she just said to me, you know yourself, Gemma, what's wrong? Because I'm usually bubbly no matter what. And I said, I've been SA'd. And she goes, by who? And I've said a lot of people, and she said, ew, like, are you sure? My mum, but you have to ask, you do. And I said, I know I'm a tearaway team mum, but yeah. And she goes, right, that's it, she got the police.
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children. They don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
As mass deportations begin all across the country, it's now more important than ever that we all know our rights, despite our legal status. It's also important that we remain calm and not spread misinformation during this time. There are several organizations on the ground working to defend and protect our communities, so I encourage you, if you have the time and the capacity, to volunteer with those organizations. If you don't have the capacity to volunteer, there's still so much you can do with your friends, family, and loved ones. For example, I just recently became the emergency contact and got added to the pickup list for my neighbor's child. This will assure that if he's detained for whatever reason, I am able to pick him up from school. The other thing I did to help out my neighbor is help him print his immigration paperwork as he meets with attorneys this week. I am also volunteering in my community with different organizations, and we are creating a rapid response hotline. This hotline will serve as a resource to verify ICE sightings and make sure we're not spreading fear and misinformation in our communities. Remember to stay safe and vigilant and aware. Now more than ever, we will need community to get through these times.
I have to say that at times I feel like I'm living in an alternative universe, because there is no way that Trump's potential Secretary for the Department of Homeland Security said this.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
Now, let me be clear. It's not that I don't think that Trump and his cronies have the ability to think like that, but the fact that he felt so blatantly comfortable to say that on national television just days before the election, that he thinks is appropriate that America spends $88 billion a year on mass deportation. But no fear, don't worry about separations of families. They're all going to be deported together. That is what he said. And for first-generation immigrants, please do not think that you're safe, because you're not. Trump and his cronies believe in abolishing the birthright citizenship, even though Trump is an example of birthright citizenship. Both of his parents were immigrants.
Come on, you guys. I don't really get it. Why this massive deportation? Is this the actual problem that we have here? Donald Trump, why are you betting destroying people's ambition, people's happiness? I don't get it. This is something that you should do with peace and harmony. You have to please others to displease others. Why? I don't understand. This politics, is it all about taking people's happiness? Why must you deport all the immigrants? Without the immigrants, I don't think US should be where they are now. These guys work so hard to put your countries together. So, I mean, to my own side of view, I think everybody's going to face this mess. Because since it's not going on easy the way you guys think, everybody's facing it. This hardship is going to touch every one of us. It's not only the immigrants. Why should they be the only one to face this mess up? I don't understand. Guys, let me know what you think about this video, guys. If you are new in my channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe if you have not done that, and keep your comments right there in the comment section. Okay, guys, tell me your thoughts concerning this deportation, this Donald Trump election. Is this what it's supposed to be? Is it all about making people feel sad? Is it all about increasing things every day? People crying, thinking, what next? I don't get it. Let me know what you guys think right there in the comment section. I love you guys as always. Thank you for watching.
And the answer is, you cry, and then you press record while you're crying, and then you continue to cry. There you go.